overspend and end up in debt. A lot of rappers have done that. I believe. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Chrissy's Point of View. I am Chrissy, and today we are doing the close off of the series that I started of Napoleon Hill's, the review of Napoleon Hill's causes of why we feel. Yes, I did all the full 30. If you have not watched those videos, go back and watch those videos, see which category you fall into, because my people, we need to stop feeling. We need to evaluate yourself and do something different. Don't you agree? Right? So without any further ado, I will just talk about the 12 from number 25 to 30, why it is we feel, right? The last 5 causes of why it is we feel. So number 26, possession of power that we did not acquire. So the way how Mr. Hill explained this is that we just like privileged children, like rich children, or you get an inheritance, that kind of thing. You know, when it is you don't work for money, how it is you tend to treat it differently. Yes, people tend to treat money differently when it is they didn't work hard. So my mentor speaks about when it is you're becoming rich, when you're becoming this person, when you're becoming wealthy, when you're becoming successful. To become this person, you have to become a new person, right? If it is money just handed to you, like throw it at you and you say, thank God for this inheritance, thank God for this blessing, right? You don't know how to manage your money properly. You don't know how to recover from if it is you fail, because it never failed before, right? So you now trying to recover and you end up making things worse, right? Because a lot of people, when it is they fail, they tend to go into depression, right? But if it is you had failed before and when you was making the money, you would have known what to do. You wouldn't have fallen into depression. You just get back up and go again, right? But if it is you make an investment and you end up faulting, right? Let me say again, inheritance, so you get whatever money passed down from your parents, right? And you make this investment, but you didn't work for the money. You will find that you're looking to make a next investment again. You understand what I'm saying? You're looking to make another investment again because this one failed you. So you're not looking to fix what it is happened to the old one. You're not looking to see if it is you could recover anything. You're not looking to see if it is, hey, I fail. Why it is I fail in this one? You're not looking to see. You're just jumping into the next one because you have the money, you have the resources, right? So you tend to treat things differently than somebody who actually work for the money and will want to fix things, right? So when you're privileged, you treat things different. Y'all could say yes or no. Y'all could comment below, see if it is I'm making a connection to what it is I'm saying, if you all understand what I'm saying. I did a video about why I hate free, why people tend to misuse free. So like that will fall into that category. When it is you're getting money free, when you get things free, you tend to take advantage. You tend to not manage it better. You tend to not cherish it. Lord, you're my throat. Right? Excuse me. So you tend to not cherish it as much when it is you get it free, right? If you all want, you could also check out that video, right? Why I hate free. I spoke about how when people get free education, how they tend to behave, and so forth and so forth, right? Cause number 27, intentional dishonesty. So you know the saying do unto others what you like them to do unto you, well, I think that falls into that category. Because if you intentionally double cross somebody and take their money, that money most likely will not last long, right? I've seen it countless times. I actually know someone who double crossed somebody in real estate, and they took whatever amount and they didn't give the other person any money. And for some reason, they are still friends this day. I don't know why, but they have whatever friendship. They're not letting that big amount of money get between them. But me, on the other hand, we don't have a serious problem. But just a matter of being dishonest, and you're not being honest, like stealing from somebody, or robbing somebody of their hard-earned money, robbing somebody of their car and going and scrap it and going and sell it and getting money. That money will not last, right? If it is you're going to do an investment with that money will not last. I am sorry to tell you, you don't fail already because you started off dishonest, right? So you can be vexed with me if I want, right? I'm just the messenger, right? You can be vexed if you want, right? Number 28, ego and vanity, right? Some people, when it is they acquire the riches, they tend to go wild and overspend and end up in debt. A lot of rappers have done that. I believe Fat Joe, he spoke about that. He spoke about, like, he basically is advising persons, don't do that. Don't go into this lifestyle and you go and buy and you end up in debt. You end up in so much debt that you end up bankrupt. I think it happened to 50 Cent also, right? And some others. You have to know how much money you're making. You have to know how much to spend. You have to know how much you could spend on frolicking or partying or whatever. You must have an accountant. Get an accountant by people. Because when it is you start to get wealth and stuff, you have to know how to spend your money, right? And spend your money wisely. Get advice, right? If you very well know you're not an accountant, get advice, right? Vanity, shiny things, diamonds, gold, everything. These things will be like a magnet towards you because you know you have the money to spend it. But be wise, right? Be wise, right? Number 29, guessing instead of thinking. So for me, this particular cause of failure, I will go with like people who like to gamble. That is how I think of it, as in they're guessing, they're constantly guessing and they're not thinking twice. Same thing like for business, they're guessing that this thing will work, but they're not like doing a trial with it first before they actually put it on the market. They're just guessing, they're not thinking twice about it. That could cause failure, right? That could cause failure big time. That could cause lawsuits and all, because if it is you try something, you make something, let me say you make an investment and you gonna do millions, you gonna do out millions of this thing and you distribute it before it is you test it properly, you could end up with a big lawsuit. So that could be a very bad thing. So don't guess it will work. Know it will work. Think twice and evaluate first before it is you end up failing, right? And the number 30th cause of failure is lack of capital. So some people tend to borrow from people, right? And because they don't have a definite plan, or they don't know what it is they about with the business, they haven't gotten advice, their business tend to crash, right? So Let's say you borrow 15,000 to start this business, right? You should have borrowed 25. Why I say borrow 25? Because if it is something happen, you can pay back the bank with, at least you can start off with that 10. So if it is you need 15, you already have 10 in there in case something happen. You have an extra 10 in there if something happen. You borrow the exact, and if things fall through, you now have to pay back what it is you don't have because things fall through, right? So you don't borrow in there, you're borrowing there to pay back this big amount because you borrow exact, right? So that is how I look at it, as in lack of capital, as in you start this business and it fall through and you fail because you constantly have to be borrowing to pay off next thing. Borrow, pay off, borrow, pay off, borrow, pay off, and so you going whole time, right? That is why a lot of people say don't start off marriage in debt, that kind of thing. Yes. So my thing is, try not to start off your business in no big set of debt, right? Have a plan B, which I look at it as in you borrow in excess of what it is you actually need, right? I hope that you all have gotten value. I hope that you all have taken notes, right? I hope that you now will evaluate yourself on these 30 causes of failure and see if it is you fall into any of those categories. I know myself that I have fell into that category, and just try and fix it, evaluate, fix, right? With perseverance and persistence and consistency and discipline, you all will make it this year, 2021, or whatever time you're watching this particular video. I believe that you will make it. Again, go check out the rest of videos, right? This just has 5 causes. Go check out the rest of videos before with the rest of causes of failure, right? See which category you fall into. If it is you cannot see, get a second person's point of view, right? Because this is Chrissy's point of view watching. I may not be the best person to tell you if it is you fall into this category. So get a third person, right? Like, share, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, right? I know that I have given you a lot of value here, right? I left a gift underneath this video for you. Please click that link, right? See you next time on Chrissy's point of view.